At the beginning of the drama, the female lead, Tong Shin, is doing her makeup while narrating her story. She says, "The person I have had a crush on for so many years has a crush on someone else, and the girl he has a crush on is none other than my best friend. And the funny thing is, she has a crush on someone else too. Because of that, he rejected her and I got another chance. By the way, that person is my boss, Tang Yu, the CEO of Time Picture Company. 4 years ago, I fell in love with him, so I followed him and joined his company just to work with him. But everything went the opposite way. He asked for my help to win over my friend, but I'm not that helpful. It didn't work out for him and he backed off. So now I have my chance and I'm going to make it happen." On the other side, the male lead, Tang Yu, is sitting in his office when Shin arrives with a cake. Tang Yu refuses to take the cake, so Shin places it there and tells him, "A broken heart is not a big deal. Maybe someone else was meant for you." He responds, "Oh, so then why hasn't she appeared yet? By the way, don't you have any other work to do?" Shin starts to leave, but thinks to herself, "It has been 1,352 days since I fell in love with him. I've gotten used to loving him. But even if I stand right in front of you, you don't see me. You don't understand my feelings." After this, Shin is in the elevator when Tang Yu arrives with his assistant, Gao. Shin walks up to Tang Yu and starts smelling him. Gao is watching all of this, and Tang Yu also notices, but he doesn't stop her. When Shin steps back after smelling him, Tang Yu asks her, "What were you doing just now?" Shin replies, "I was checking if there was a girl's perfume smell on you." Seeing this, Gao starts laughing, and Tang Yu says, "So, did you find any fragrance or not?" She replies, "No, maybe you just got rejected, so your mood isn't good." Just then the elevator opens and all three of them walk out to the parking area, where Tang Yu tells Gao to leave. When Shin hears this, she asks Tang Yu, "I've left my car for servicing. Will you give me a ride?" Hearing this, Gao says, "Mr. Tang, let me drop you home. That way, Shin can also get a ride." Hearing this, Shin says, "Oh no, you go. I'll drive. You go home." Tang Yu agrees to this. Shin is sad because she thought Tang Yu would not let her drive, but this turns out to be the opposite of what she imagined. After sitting in the car, Shin's legs can't reach the pedal. After looking at Tang Yu's legs, she starts moving her seat forward, but she can't move it. Seeing this, Tang Yu moves her seat forward for her. During this, he gets quite close to Shin, making her very nervous and causing her heart to beat faster. Tang Yu asks her, "Why are you so nervous?" Shin quickly denies it and starts driving. Just then, she notices Gao is looking at her car. Seeing this, Shin quickly turns the car in the other direction so that Tang Yu doesn't see it. And in that commotion, the car almost hits a wall, but Shin manages to steady it. That night, Shin is working when she thinks to herself, "What if Gao told Tang Yu about my car? I should talk to him once." In the next scene, when Shin goes to the company, she goes to the office where neither Gao nor Tang Yu is present. Just then, Gao arrives and says, "Mr. Tang Yu hasn't come yet." Shin tells him, "I came to meet you." Saying this, she gives Gao a breakfast and asks him, "You remember yesterday's matter, right?" Gao thinks to himself, her car wasn't in for servicing and it was parked right there. Why did she lie? Does she like Tang Yu? Just then, Shin also thinks to herself, why would he tell Tang Yu? What does he have to do with it? At that moment, Tang Yu arrives, so Shin leaves. Then Gao presents the breakfast in front of Tang Yu, but Tang Yu refuses to take it and goes inside. He sits and thinks to himself, does Shin like Gao? Thinking this, he goes to Gao, who still hasn't eaten breakfast. Tang Yu asks him, why haven't you eaten breakfast? Gao says, I'll eat after work. Hearing this, Tang Yu stares at him, so Gao starts eating breakfast. Then Tang Yu asks him, do you have a girlfriend? Gao replies, why should I? Tang Yu says, you are only 3 years younger than me, and you're hardworking, good-looking, and have no bad habits. Gao agrees with this, and Tang Yu walks away. Tang Yu then goes to his office and looks at Shin's post, which reads, I've become poor because I recently bought something. Seeing this, Tang Yu thinks to himself, even without money, she brought breakfast for Gao. My guess was right. Thinking this, he comments on Shin's post. Looking at your breakfast, it doesn't seem like you're poor. Seeing this comment, Shin is shocked, and the other colleagues start talking too. Just then, Manager Chen comes in and says, good news for all of you. Mr. Tang Yu has said that if you have good ideas, you can talk to him directly. Hearing this, Shin takes her written novel to Tang Yu, who is giving an interview. Shin starts clicking his photo, and Gao tries to stop her. Shin says, I really like his glasses, so I'm taking a picture. I want to buy them. Just then, Tang Yu notices them too. He asks the interviewers to have lunch and tells Gao to take them to the restaurant. Then Shin starts talking to Tang Yu, but he walks away. In the next scene, Shin goes to the gym and posts her picture with the caption, come on, let's exercise today, otherwise we'll go broke. Reading this post, Tang Yu replies, how does not exercising make you broke? Shin says, good health brings good wealth. Tang Yu likes what she said, and he also heads to the gym, where Shin asks him to produce her novel. Tang Yu first refuses, but she keeps insisting. Tang Yu says, I'll find a new producer for you who will produce your script. Shin replies, no, I want you. Hearing this, Tang Yu is shocked and asks, do you want me? Shin says, I meant become my producer. Tang Yu says, fine, I'll find a producer. Shin gets angry and says, fine, if you don't want to do it, just say so directly. It's not that important. Saying this, she starts to leave. Tang Yu says, won't you keep me company? Shin replies, I'm not in a good mood. Saying this, she leaves. The next day, Shin is upset and goes to her friend Huan's place, telling her everything. Huan is a fashion designer. She tells Shin, it's okay. If he rejected your project, another producer will come along. Shin says, he is my first love. Saying this, she starts thinking about how she first saw Tang Yu. Then Huan says, if that's the case, why don't you tell him? Shin replies, because if I tell him, our current relationship might get ruined, and if that happens, I don't know what will become of me. Hearing this, Huan checks the time and says, I have to go to the factory today, so look after my shop's customers. If there's a good sale, you'll also get a profit from it. Saying this, Huan leaves. A little while later, Tang Yu's sister, Tang Ding Ding, arrives with her friend. Shin welcomes them and says, the owner isn't here today, so I'll give you a discount. Saying this, she shows them dresses. Ding Ding likes all the dresses, so she buys all of them. But when Shin gives her the bill, Ding Ding's friend, Shen, says, you said you'd give us a discount, but this is very expensive. Shin replies, the last dress you bought, there's only one piece of it. A model had also connected with us online for it, but since online services are not available here, she couldn't get it. If you don't want to take it, you don't have to. Anyway, within a few days, that model will come to get this dress. Hearing this, Ding Ding pays for all the dresses, making Shin very happy. On the other side, we see Hodong, Tang Yu's friend, in a club, going around to all the girls and telling them, today's treat is on me, enjoy. Then he goes to Tang Yu, and Tang Yu says, you want to introduce these girls to me? Hodong denies it. Then Tang Yu says, yes, and last time, you know what happened. You also mentioned Min Ju. Hodong says, look, my mom forces me to do this, so I keep showing you girls. Otherwise, look at you. You're 30 years old and still don't have a girlfriend. I think you're going to stay single like this forever. Just then, Hodong gets a message from Ding Ding, asking him to send a photo of Min Ju. Seeing the message, Hodong makes an excuse about the washroom and leaves. He sends Min Ju and Shin's pictures and says, the one on top is Min Ju, and the one below is Shin, who helped Tang Yu. At that moment, Tang Yu's mom arrives and asks Ding Ding, did you get that girl's photo? Ding Ding says, yes, I got it. See, the one on top is the one my brother had liked, and the one on the bottom is her friend, the screenwriter at Tang Yu's company. Hearing this, Ding Ding thinks Shin is the one Tang Yu had liked. Then Ding Ding suddenly remembers, that's the same girl who showed us dresses today, but she can't figure out why she rejected Tang Yu. After this, Ding Ding calls Tang Yu and tells him, I met your ex-girlfriend. Tang Yu replies, oh, so you met Min Ju? Ding Ding says, yes, maybe she was taking care of her friend's shop. By the way, the money you gave me, she got all of it out of me. The quality of the clothes was also very good. And hey, if she had said yes to you, she would have become my sister-in-law and I'd get discounts, which means I'd save money too. Hearing this, Tang Yu says, okay, fine. I'll transfer more money to you tomorrow. Ding Ding is very happy, and then Tang Yu asks, was it really Min Ju? Ding Ding confirms it and says, just now she posted something with a faceless figure. I commented under her post. Hearing this, Tang Yu puts the phone down. He then sees Shin's post and realizes it's Shin, not Min Ju. The next day, Tang Yu is going through the proposals of all the screenwriters in the company, and he doesn't like any of them. Just then, Shin comes in with her proposal. Tang Yu rejects it without reading it. Shin says, at least give me a chance so I can explain my proposal to you. Tang Yu gives her 5 minutes to explain, but 5 minutes is too short for Shin. So she asks for a notebook to draw and explain her proposal's story. Tang Yu first refuses, but at her insistence, he gives her the notebook, and Shin quickly starts drawing. Then she needs a marker, and she asks Tang Yu for one. Tang Yu says, you couldn't even draw your boyfriend's face properly. What makes you think people will like your painting? Shin replies, it's fine. If I have to draw a boyfriend's face, I'll just draw a pig's face. Hearing this, Tang Yu taps the marker on her head and says, who is the pig head here? Shin imagines Tang Yu's face as a pig head and starts laughing. Tang Yu asks her, did that hurt? Shin says, yes, it did hurt. Tang Yu gives her the marker. Outside, Gao has been secretly watching them both. Just then, Hodong comes and asks, what's going on here? Gao is startled and pulls him aside, saying, Shin went inside to show her proposal. Hodong says Tang had rejected her, but she came back again. Inside, Shin finishes the drawing and explains her proposal to Tang Yu, then asks him, Mr. Tang, if you found out that the person you love is no longer the same as before, would you still love them? Tang Yu says, I've never thought about it. Shin replies, then think about it, because this is the second question in my introduction. If there is love, do you love what is visible or what you've never even seen? Hearing this, Tang Yu starts thinking and looks at her drawing. Just then, ink gets on Shin's face. Tang Yu asks her to clean it, but Shin doesn't realize where it is. So Tang Yu starts wiping the ink off her, but then he stops and tells her, on this cheek. Just then, Gao arrives and Shin leaves. That night, when Tong Yu goes down in the elevator with Gao, Shin also comes in and again asks Tong Yu for a ride, saying, "My car is in for servicing." Tang Yu replies, "What do you keep doing to your car that it needs servicing twice a month?" Shin has no answer. Gao says, "Because last time she lied, but maybe this time she's telling the truth. Her car was parked in the lot last time." Hearing this, Tang Yu looks at Shin and she says, "Because I wanted to sit in your new cars, that's why." Hearing this, Tang Yu quietly steps out of the elevator and signals Shin to come with him. Shin is happy. After sitting in the car, Shin is thrilled, thinking to herself, "Finally, I got the girlfriend seat." Tang Yu then praises the novel she wrote. Shin asks, "So, can we make a movie out of it?" He replies, "Your project is good, but right now, Time Picture needs a project with mature content so that the audience can understand it, and production can start quickly. That's why making such a project requires good timing and experience." Hearing this, Shin is upset. After getting home, she keeps thinking about what Tang Yu said. Then she calls manager Chen and asks, "Can I go work at the shooting location?" Chen replies, "There's a lot of work there. The other writers don't even want to go. You'll get very tired." But Shin says, "I should go. I don't have work experience, but I can do this." On the other side, Tang Yu is standing outside and finds a cat with a note on it that reads, "I belong to the neighbor. Please keep me." Just then, he gets a call from Ding Ding, who hears the cat's meow and asks him to bring the cat home. Tang Yu refuses. Ding Ding keeps insisting, but Tang Yu hangs up. In the next scene, Shin arrives at the shooting area and starts her work, but there is too much work and she gets tired. Shin notices that no one is taking notes of anyone else. Everyone is busy with their own work. After this, Tang Yu also comes to the shooting area with cake for everyone. He asks everyone to eat and sits down. His gaze then falls on Shin, who is sleeping. Tang Yu calls out to her, but she doesn't wake up. A worker comes and tells him, "She worked a lot. I told her to rest a bit, but she kept working." Hearing this, Tong Yu covers Shin with his jacket. Shin starts to fall, so Tong Yu grabs her, straightens her up, and walks away. A little while later, when Shin wakes up, she sees Tong Yu's jacket and is happy. She looks for him, but Tong Yu is nowhere to be seen. On the other side, Huodong is in Tong Yu's office, picking up a wine bottle and talking to a girl on his phone about a birthday party. Then Ding Ding arrives. Seeing her, Huodong hides the drink, but Ding Ding notices and says, "Why are you hiding my brother's drink?" He replies, "I'm not hiding it. We're partners." Ding Ding asks, "Where are you going?" Huodong says, "I have a friend. I'm going to her birthday party." She asks, "Which friend?" Huodong says, "Why should I tell you?" Hearing this, Ding Ding says, "Fine. Then I'll also come with you." Huodong replies, "You're a child. What business do you have there?" Ding Ding says, "I've grown up now," but Huodong still refuses her. Ding Ding insists, and Huodong eventually agrees, then takes her to play games at the company and says, "The party got canceled. Let's play games." Hearing this, Ding Ding is angry. Huodong asks her to play a game with him. On the other side, when Tang Yu goes to his flat, the cat had made the entire flat very messy. Seeing this, Tang Yu picks up the cat, but the cat scratches his hand. Tang Yu feeds the cat, clicks a photo of the whole house, sends it to Ding Ding, and asks her to come and take the cat away. But Ding Ding refuses, saying, "I'm with my friends." Saying this, she hangs up so that Tong Yu doesn't hear Huodong's voice. Here we find out that Ding Ding likes Huodong. Then Tang Yu remembers that Shin had a cat, so he calls Shin, who is with director Lu Ji at the time. Tang Yu asks her, "What should you do when a cat scratches you?" Hearing this, Shin is worried. She says sorry to the director and quickly goes to Tang Yu. She asks him to show her his hand. Tang Yu shows Shin his hand, and Shin asks, "Did you wash it?" He says no. Shin asks him to wash his hands. After washing, Shin is applying medicine, and Tang Yu feels pain. Shin gently blows on it and carefully applies the medicine. Tang Yu keeps looking at her. Then Shin asks him to get vaccinated, but he refuses. Shin says, "Come with me. We'll also get the cat checked in case there's any problem." Hearing this, Tong Yu agrees. As Shin is leaving, she notices a girl's slipper and asks Tong Yu, "Whose girl's slipper is this in your house?" Tang Yu says nothing at first, but then in the elevator he tells her, "It belongs to my little sister." After getting the cat checked, Jin forcefully takes Tang Yu to get vaccinated, where he is very scared. Seeing this, Shin says, "Oh, so you weren't getting the vaccine because you were scared." Tang Yu replies, "I'm not scared, I just have a phobia." Shin then starts recording a video of him to distract him, and while doing so, Tang Yu also gets the vaccine. When Tang Yu realizes the vaccine has been given, he is surprised. He then asks Shin to delete the video. Shin says, "But I didn't record any video, I just did this to distract you." After this, Tang Yu drops Shin home, where she asks him, "Who gave you this cat?" He tells her, "It was lying in my parking area, and a note asked me to take care of it." Hearing this, Shin thinks that maybe some girl gave Tang Yu the cat to flirt with him. So she asks Tang Yu's permission and takes the cat with her. The next day, Shin gets a call from the company. When she goes there, she finds out that the project has been renewed. Shin says, "How is this possible? You people had rejected it before. Well, why is it being renewed now?" Manager Du tells her, "It wasn't me, it was Tang Yu who did it." Hearing this, Shin is happy. She steps outside and thinks to herself, "Did Tang Yu find out that I love him?" Thinking this, Shin gets ready and heads to Tang Yu's office. But then she finds out he has gone for a meeting. So Shin stands outside and waits. After a little while, Tang Yu arrives and, seeing Shin, asks her to come inside. Shin goes in and asks, "Why did you renew my project? Was it because of my work, nor because of me?" Tang Yu replies, "Both things are the same." Hearing this, Shin tells him, "Minju has gotten married. You have no chance left now." He asks, "Why are you telling me all this?" Shin replies, "I'm just reminding you so that you don't forget." Hearing this, Tang Yu asks her directly, "Do you like me?" Shin says yes. Tang Yu asks, "Since when?" Shin lies and says, "Just a few months," even though she had liked him for 4 years. Then Shin asks him, "How do I seem to you?" He replies. Then she says, "That means I can be your girlfriend." Tang Yu says, "We can't be together." Hearing this, Shin is upset and says, "Why don't you just say directly that you don't like me?" Tang Yu is about to say something, but Shin leaves. As Shin walks out, she bumps into Gao, but a little further on, she comes back to Tang Yu and says, "If I don't say this, I'll go crazy." A guy asked a girl to help him win over someone, and that girl was his best friend, and that was such stupid behavior. If you don't like me, why did you give me hope? The novel you didn't like, why does it need to be renewed? And by the way, if a cat or any other animal scratches you, don't call me, neither in the company nor anywhere else, but why only me? Tang Yu is quietly listening to her. Then Shin kisses Tang Yu. Tang Yu tries to move away, but Shin holds him firmly and keeps kissing him. Meanwhile, Gao is watching all this, shocked. Then Shin says to Tang Yu, "Now that I have you, I won't think about anything else." Saying this, she starts, and on the way out, she tells Gao, "You look good in those glasses. Wear them from now on." Gao takes the files to Tang Yu, but Tang Yu can't sign them. Gao says, "These files aren't that important. You can sign them another day." Hearing this, Tang Yu asks Gao to call Shin. Gao quickly calls her, and before Gao can say anything, Shin says, "I'm not sad. And tell Tang Yu I've tasted Tang Dynasty and it's not that special." Saying this, Shin hangs up. Gao relays this to Tang Yu. Tang Yu says, "No one should know about what happened here." Gao agrees. That night, when Shin is at home, she is crying a lot, thinking about what Tang Yu said. So she starts taking down all the photos of Tang Yu from her room wall. But there are too many, and she starts crying again. In the next scene, Shin returns to the shooting area. Tang Yu is also there. When she sees him, she stands up but doesn't talk to him. Then she thinks to herself, "I shouldn't be afraid of him. I should react as if I don't care." Thinking this, she starts talking to the director about her novel and says, "In this story, the boy hurts the girl, after which he should get into an accident and break his legs." While saying all this, she is gesturing toward Tang Yu, implying he deserves punishment. Hearing this, Tang Yu is getting angry and starts to say something, but Shin doesn't let him say anything. The director likes Shin's story idea and then leaves. Tang Yu tries to talk to Shin, but she makes an excuse about work and leaves. After this, Shin goes to Huan's shop, where Ding Ding arrives again with her friend. She tells Huan, "This is the same customer I told you about." Huan says, "How is your mood today?" Shin replies, "I just went through a breakup, so don't underestimate me." Then Huan asks her to handle the customers and leaves. Shin welcomes them and starts showing dresses. Ding Ding picks a few dresses, but when Shin is showing more, Ding Ding says, "That's enough for today. I've already shopped too much." Shin makes the bill and gives it to Ding Ding. Seeing it, Ding Ding is shocked and says, "This is even more than before." Shin replies, "No, it's not like that. The quality of these dresses is so good." Just then, Huan comes in and starts talking about the dresses. Hearing this, Ding Ding steps aside to make a call. She calls Tang Yu and tells him, "Your girlfriend is taking way more money from me. She's not what you imagined." Tang Yu asks, "Is there a mole on her right cheek?" Ding Ding says, "Yes." "Why?" Tang Yu tells her, "She's not Minju. She's Tong Shin, who works at my company." Hearing this, Ding Ding thinks, "Oh, Minju's friend, so she's not Minju. Why should I waste my money then?" Then Tang Yu says, "Because I'm telling you to." At Tang Yu's insistence, Ding Ding pays for all the dresses and then says, "Do you know who I am?" Saying this, Ding Ding tells Shin her father's name. Hearing this, Shin is shocked and asks, "But that's Tang Yu's father." Ding Ding replies, "Yes, I'm his little sister, Tang Ding Ding." Hearing this, Huan gives her a gift. Ding Ding says, "You want me to keep coming to your shop, don't you?" Huan replies, "Don't come just to shop. Come to see us." Then she walks Ding Ding to the door. Just then, Shin gets a message from Luji asking her to meet him. So she goes to the restaurant where Luji is already waiting. He asks her, "What have you decided about the copyright? Are you giving it to me or not?" Shin replies, "I hadn't thought that I'd get so many choices. On one side, a Jana director who turned me away, and on the other side, China's top film company." Just then, Lu Ji interrupts and says, "That's quite a good problem to have. By the way, I don't want to force you, but I genuinely liked your novel. the decision is yours. Shin says, I've made my decision. I'm not renewing my novel, so I'll sign with you soon. Hearing this, Luji is shocked and shakes her hand. That night, Shin is sitting at a very fancy restaurant with director Luji. Just then, Hwodong arrives with Ding Ding. He sees Shin with director Luji, but they don't go over to them. The next day when Shin goes to the office, manager Du asks her, is there a problem? Why haven't you signed the contract yet? Shin replies, Manager Du, I'm not renewing the novel. Hearing this, all the colleagues are shocked. Then Manager Du tells them, the writer of A Dream for You is right here. Hearing this, everyone is shocked and asks, that means you are Candy Heart? After this, Tang Yu calls everyone for a meeting and tells them, we are working on a new project. If anyone is interested and wants to take a share in it, they can let us know. Hearing this, everyone raises their hands, but Shin does not. Seeing this, Tang Yu is quite surprised. After the meeting is over, he asks her to come to his office. Shin goes in and Tang Yu asks her about not renewing the novel. Shin says, I know what kind of stories you like. My novel doesn't fit your taste, which is why in all these years, there's been no progress on developing this movie. We are both the same. I'm not right for you, and neither is my novel. Hearing this, Tang Yu tries to explain, and Shin says, only you can say no. Saying this, she leaves. Then Gao comes in and tells Tang Yu, Shin is working with director Lu. Saying this, Gao shows Tang Yu Shin's post. Reading the comment under the post, Tang Yu realizes it's Lu Ji, who was Tang Yu's classmate. In the next scene, Shin is meeting director Lu Ji at a restaurant, and they start to leave. Just then, Tang Yu arrives with Gao. Lu Ji greets him, and they both talk about the contract. Tang Yu says, if you work with an employee of another company, it could become a legal issue. Lu Ji replies, since when have you started worrying about your company's employees? She came to meet her friend. Hearing this, Shin says goodbye and starts to leave. Tang Yu calls out to her, but Shin ignores him and leaves. Seeing this, Tang Yu feels bad. That night, Tang Yu messages Shin, what are you doing? Shin reads the message but doesn't reply. On the other side, Tang Yu waits for her reply for a long time, but Shin doesn't reply. The next morning, Shin goes to the company and tells Tang Yu, I am leaving this company. Tang Yu asks the reason. Shin says, I want to make a movie myself. Tang Yu tries to explain, but Shin refuses and leaves. The next morning, Shin receives an email with a new contract. Seeing it, she is very happy and quickly posts about it. After this, Tang Yu is in the elevator with Hwodong. Just then, Shin arrives. Hwodong asks her to come to dinner with them, but Shin refuses. Hwodong says, Candy Heart, why are you leaving us? Look, Tang Yu is upset too. Shin replies, we must always move forward. Saying this, Shin exits the elevator. Then Tang Yu also follows her and asks her to come back to the company, but Shin refuses. Tang Yu says, I will produce your novel myself, but Shin doesn't listen to anything and leaves. Tang Yu then goes back to his office and finds Shin's novel. He starts reading it and feels that it is Shin's own life story. He starts thinking. Now we see a past scene where Hwodong had brought Shin to Tang Yu and told him she is Minju's friend. Hearing this, Tang Yu said, will the two of us make a good match? Shin replied, I'll help you win over my friend, but winning over girls isn't that easy. So you'll have to follow my conditions. Now in the present scene, a page opens in front of Tang Yu on which is written, Tang Yu, welcome to my world. Seeing this, Tang Yu feels very bad. The next morning, Shin goes to give her resignation letter to Tang Yu. Tang Yu asks her not to leave the company, but Shin puts down the letter and starts to leave. Tang Yu asks her, if I say no, will you still leave this company? Shin tries to take her hand back, but Tang Yu holds it tightly and pulls her close. Shin says, you're hurting me, please let me go. Tang Yu lets go of her hand and says, if you like me so much, how did you give up in 15 days? Shin replies, 15 days is a long time. I liked you in 1 second, but it took 15 days to let go. Isn't that enough? Saying this, she starts to open the door, but Tang Yu closes it and says, you only liked my face and my money. You fell for me in 1 second, and it was over in 15 days. Shin says yes to all these questions. Tang Yu says, don't lie. Shin replies, think whatever you want. Hearing this, Tang Yu steps back and Shin leaves. In the next scene, Ding Ding takes Shin's written books to Shin and gets her to sign all of them so that she can give them to fans. Ding Ding then posts, whoever wants this book, leave the first comment. Reading this, Tang Yu messages her, will I get a book? Ding Ding shows this message to Shin and says, please write something of your choice on one book so that I can give it to my brother. That night, Tang Yu reads Shin's post, which says, my best friend sent me a red envelope even while on her honeymoon. Thank you. Reading this, Tang Yu also sends Shin many red envelopes. Seeing this, Shin replies to him, I'm not even your employee anymore, Nettie, so we have no connection. Just then, Ding Ding arrives. Tang Yu asks her to leave. Ding Ding says, fine, Then I'll give the book signed by Shin to someone else. Hearing this, Tong Yu comes back and gets the book. When he opens it, a pig head is drawn on it. Ding Ding starts looking at it, and Tong Yu hits her on the head with the book and walks away. He then calls Shin. On the other side, Shin is doing yoga. Tong Yu calls her, but Shin keeps cutting the call. Tong Yu calls again, and Shin, in anger, picks up and asks, "What is your problem?" She then says, "You did call me a pig. Now if you want to say something else, say it." But Shin then tells him, "I've resigned from your company, so don't call me anymore." Saying this, Shin hangs up. But Tang Yu had also started liking her, so he reposts Shin's post and then calls Huodong. When Huodong arrives and asks, "What happened? Are you okay? Why did you call me at this hour?" Tang Yu, beating around the bush, says, "How did you treat your girlfriend so that she was impressed?" Hearing this, Huodong laughs and says, "So you need tricks to impress Shin." Tang Yu replies, "Who told you it's Shin?" Huodong says, Okay, first try the plan that Shin had told you to impress Minju." Saying this, Huodong goes to sleep. Tang Yu imagines many ideas to impress Shin, but they all fail. In the next scene, Shin and Ding Ding are sitting sadly at Huan's place. Huan asks Shin why she is sad, and Shin says, "Today was my first day at Director Lu's company, Bye. But the chef there has cancer, so my project has been postponed." After telling this, Shin asks Ding Ding why she is sad. Huan replies, "Huodong has made another girlfriend. That's why she is upset." Just then, Huodong arrives with his girlfriend and is shocked to see Ding Ding. He says, "Oh, so this is that design store." Huan asks him to take his girlfriend and leave, but Ding Ding takes the girlfriend to show her clothes. Shin starts talking with Huodong. A little while later, Ding Ding has Huodong's girlfriend pack several clothes. A very big bill is generated, and Ding Ding had done this intentionally. Huodong's girlfriend says, "Let's return a few dresses." But Huodong refuses and pays the entire bill. After this, when Shin is working at the company, Lu Ji asks her about some main leads. Shin gives him some names she thought would be suitable for the character. Then Lu Ji tells her, "We're getting an investment offer from Time Picture Company. Should we schedule a meeting with them?" Hearing this, Shin starts thinking, why is he doing all this? After the company meeting, they have a meeting with Tang Yu. Shin likes the view there and starts looking at it. Tang Yu comes to her and asks, "What will you order?" Director Lu Ji comes and says, "I'll order." Hearing this, Tang Yu says, "I've known you for many years, but I've never seen you this active about ordering food." Lu Ji replies, "I don't complicate everything like you. I'm simple. I order what others like, and I buy what appeals to me." Tang Yu says, "Just because you didn't like something before doesn't mean you still don't like it now." Shin says, "Your way of liking things is very different. By the way, and after 4 years, you like my book. Don't you think your behavior is a little strange?" Then all three go for lunch, where Tang Yu offers them an investment. Director Lu Ji says, "We'll think about it and let you know." That night, Tang Yu is at home, thinking about Shin and Lu Ji, and getting jealous. Just then, Ding Ding arrives. Tang Yu sees her and asks, "What are you doing here?" Then he smells something and Ding Ding tells him, "I had a little drink today. If I went home, Mom and Dad would have scolded me, so I came here." Tang Yu tries to stop her from drinking more. Ding Ding tells him, "I'm working." He asks, "What job?" She says, "I'm doing modeling." Hearing this, Tang Yu asks her some modeling-related questions, but Ding Ding doesn't answer a single one. Then Tang Yu scolds her and asks her to come work at his company the next day and starts to leave. Ding Ding says, "I had some news about Shin. If you don't want to hear it, that's fine." Hearing this, Tang Yu quickly comes back, but Ding Ding isn't telling him anything. So he gives her a drink, and Ding Ding tells him Shin is looking for an apartment. She wants to change her apartment. The next day, Shin goes with Ding Ding to see an apartment, which Shin really likes. But since it's a bit expensive, she isn't buying it. The manager there tells her, "You can buy this apartment within your budget." Hearing this, Yin is very happy and thanks Ding Ding. After this, Shin is setting up her things in the new apartment when the doorbell rings. Shin thinks a parcel has arrived, so she opens the door and asks the person to put the parcel there. When the person places the box, it's none other than Tang Yu, seeing whom Shin is shocked. Tang Yu says, "I saw your stuff scattered outside, and so I thought I'd help you." Hearing this, Shin asks him to leave. Tang Yu says, "I came here to improve our relationship." Shin replies, "Oh, in that case, remove all these boxes from here and set everything up." Hearing this, Tang Yu sets up all the things in the house and asks, "Check once. If anything's left, let me know." Shin replies, "Yes, and close the door on your way out." Hearing this, Tang Yu says, "I helped you, and you won't even ask me for a glass of water?" She tells him to go get it himself. Just then, a water bottle is lying there. Tang Yu picks it up and starts drinking. Shin tries to stop him, but she falls onto him, and they both get very close to each other. Tang Yu asks, "Now what?" Shin says, "That was my used bottle." Tang Yu replies, "So what? Do you remember how long our kiss lasted?" "I remember full 3 minutes." Hearing this, Shin is shocked. Tang Yu walks away. That night, Ding Ding comes to Shin's house and asks about Tang Yu because she had seen Tang Yu's car in the parking lot. Just then, Tang Yu comes out from the apartment across the hall and both Ding Ding and Shin are shocked. Ding Ding asks him, like, what are you doing here? Tang Yu replies, I shifted here today. Shin then calls Ding Ding inside. Ding Ding asks Tang Yu to come in too, but Shin refuses. Just then, Shin's friends also arrive and they all eat together. After everyone leaves, Tang Yu calls Shin and asks her to open the door. Because of this, Shin opens the window and listens to him. Tang Yu says, I troubled you a lot before. Fixing all that is not easy, is it? Hearing this, she says, let me tell you something. My dad's nickname is Daku, meaning bandit. So think about what my nickname must be. Tang Yu replies, little rich woman? Shin disagrees and says, when I was little, everyone used to bully me, but I wouldn't tell anyone. So my dad used to help me. Then my personality changed. I would directly confront the people who bullied me. Because of that, I got a new nickname, Angry Girl. That's why my dad says the angry girl never loses. Saying this, Shin leaves. The next morning, when Shin gets in the elevator, Tang Yu also arrives and gives her breakfast, saying, I made this with my own hands. She refuses to take it, but Tang Yu insists a lot. So Shin takes the breakfast. Tang Yu comes close to her and says, this time I'll propose to you. Shin replies, but you rejected me before. We're not suitable for each other. He says, I take my word back. Then Shin asks him to keep his distance and leaves. In the next scene, Ding Ding is inviting Huan and Shin to a party. At the party, she is asking Shin to marry her brother. Shin comes outside crying, thinking about everything and drinking a lot. On the other side, Huan calls Tang Yu and tells him, Ding Ding is drunk. Come pick her up. Hearing this, Tang Yu also asks Huodong to come with him in a separate car. When the two of them arrive at the party, Huodong takes care of Ding Ding. Shin sees Tang Yu and says, are you really Tang Yu? She then grabs his neck. Seeing this, Huodong smiles. Shin says, Tang Yu, why don't you understand me? Do you know how bad I've felt all these years? You're so terrible. Hearing this, Huan tries to make Shin quiet. Tang Yu says, it's okay, I'll take her home. Saying this, Tang Yu takes Shin with him. Shin keeps saying bad things to him. As Tang Yu is putting her in the car, Shin grabs his face and asks, oh, are you really Tang Yu? He replies, no, I'm a fake. After this, he brings Shin home and tries to put her to sleep. Shin pulls him close and says, I have a secret that I want to tell you. Tang Yu asks, what is it? Shin says, you guess half, and I'll tell the other half. Tang Yu says, you like me. As soon as she hears this, Shin falls asleep. Tang Yu walks away. The next morning, when Shin wakes up, she reads a message from Huan. If you're awake, let me know. Tang Yu went to drop you home. Are you okay? Reading this, Shin is shocked. Then Tang Yu calls her downstairs for breakfast. Shin gets ready, goes downstairs and asks him, what are you still doing here? He doesn't answer and asks her to eat breakfast. While Shin is eating, Tang Yu asks her, last night you told me you'd share a secret with me. Shin replies, I don't remember that secret. Hearing this, Tang Yu explains, I was only liking Minju because of family pressure. At that time, Huodong thought Minju was suitable for me. When she got married, I didn't feel bad at all, but when you left the company, I felt very bad. I know I hurt you. Shin asks, why are you telling me all this? She asks him to leave. Tang Yu starts to leave, and then turns to her and says, do you really not want me to produce your film? Shin replies, Luji will make that decision. Tang Yu says, don't use your birthday date as your password. It's not safe. Hearing this, Shin is shocked and says, but you said you didn't see my password. He replies, because my home's password is also your birthday date. In the next scene, Shin is going to a film academy with Lu Ji and Mr. Feng. Just then, she gets a message from Ding Ding asking, does Lu Ji like you? Shin replies, why are you suddenly asking me this? Guess it yourself. Ding Ding says, I'm not interested in that and because my brother shifted in front of your house for your sake. So I'm supporting him. Shin replies, you're still a child. You shouldn't interfere in adults' matters. After this, Shin comes back from watching the movie auditions with Lu Ji and Mr. Feng, but no actress seems suitable to any of them. Just then, Lu Ji's gaze falls on Ding Ding. He keeps looking at her and goes towards her. Then Shin and Mr. Feng also go there. Ding Ding asks Lu Ji, do you want to talk to me? Just then, Shin asks her, what are you doing here? Ding Ding says, I came with my brother. Then Shin tells Lu Ji, she's not an actress, she's Tang Yu's sister. Hearing this, Lu Ji is quite shocked. Then, looking at Ding Ding, Shin says, you are suitable for the heroine's character in our film. Hearing this, Ding Ding says, but I don't know how to act. Lu Ji says, I'll train you. Just then, Tang Yu arrives. Shin tells him, Lu Ji wants to cast Ding Ding in his movie. Hearing this, Tang Yu says, if Ding Ding wants to work, I have no problem. and if Ding Ding works with you, I will also invest. Hearing this, Mr. Feng tells Lu Ji, this is a very good offer. Lu Ji then tells Ding Ding, think about it and give us your answer. And then they all leave. After this, Gao gives Tang Yu a contract and says, I think you should change your approach to winning Xin over. Pretend you're drunk. That way Xin won't leave you alone. Besides, this is how it works in movies too. Tang Yu likes the idea. At home, Tang Yu pretends to be drunk and deliberately keeps entering the wrong password for Xin's house. Hearing the noise, Xin comes outside. Seeing Tang Yu, she opens the door. Tang Yu acts like he's drunk. Xin tries to push him out of the house, but in the process, Tang Yu hurts his back and feels pain. Seeing this, Xin sits him down on the sofa, brings water, and gives it to him. She asks, how are you feeling now? Tang Yu replies, a bit better. Xin says, if you're feeling better, come on, I'll drop you home. Hearing this, Tang Yu pretends to be sick again and says, I'm in pain. Can you massage my back? Xin starts massaging his back. Tang Yu grabs her hand. Xin tries to pull her hand away, but Tang Yu doesn't let go. Xin pulls her hand back and says, now you can massage yourself. Saying this, she tries to take him home, but Tang Yu deliberately falls on her, and they look at each other. Xin, with great difficulty, puts him to the side. She is very angry and starts hitting Tang Yu, but then she sees him sleeping like this and stops. She looks at him, smiles, then puts a blanket over him and leaves. The next morning, Tang Yu wakes up to find Xin sitting in front of him. Seeing her, Tang Yu starts pretending to be in pain again. Xin says, stop acting because I found out through the camera that you're fine. You even got up at night and ate food. Hearing this, Tang Yu says, please let me explain. But Xin doesn't listen and throws him out of the house. Just then, Ding Ding arrives and Xin brings her inside. Ding Ding starts asking questions and Xin says, don't talk nonsense. Just come with me quietly. I have something to show you. Then she gives Ding Ding her script from 3 years ago. Seeing this, Ding Ding is happy and takes the script to Tang Yu's house. Tang Yu takes the script from her, asks her to leave, and starts reading it himself. The next day, Xin is working when Ding Ding calls her and tells her, someone online is saying your script is copyrighted, that you stole someone else's script. Hearing this, Xin says, don't pay attention to you're about to become a big star. You'll have to face all these things. After this, when Xin goes to the company, all her colleagues are watching an interview with actress Jia Lu, in which she says, I first wanted to work with director Lu, but there are a lot of rumors about this project, so I can't take the risk on it. That's why I rejected this project. Hearing this, Xin is shocked. She tells Mr. Feng, let me be clear, I did not copy anyone's copyright. Every single word was written by me myself. On the other side, Tang Yu is in a meeting about investing in Xin's novel movie. Just then, a manager comes in and tells him, there's a copyright problem with Xin's novel, and this news was spread by Jia Lu. Hearing this, everyone checks their phones. A shareholder tells Tang Yu, first solve this problem, then come and have a meeting with us. Tang Yu replies, we will meet at the next meeting, and with proof. On the other side, Xin is also very stressed. Just then, she gets a call from someone who tells her, your novels have been temporarily removed from bookstores. Hearing this, Xin feels very bad. Just then, Ding Ding comes to her and takes her along. Tang Yu is also there, and he takes them both for food. While Xin is cutting her meat, Tang Yu cuts all of his meat and gives it to her plate and sprinkles something on it. Seeing this, Ding Ding says, I'll just step outside. But Xin thanks Tang Yu, and neither of them pays any attention to Ding Ding. After eating, Tang Yu and Xin walk Ding Ding to the elevator and come back. Xin thanks Tang Yu, and he says, take care of yourself, rest well, and don't worry about everything else. Hearing this, Xin asks, do you trust me? Tang Yu replies, yes, I still trust you, and I always will. Hearing this, Xin feels good. She says goodnight to him and goes inside. Just then, Tang Yu gets a call from Gao, who tells him Dejin Pictures behind all this, because the copyright of One Thought was also sold to them. Hearing this, Tang Yu tells Gao, fix an appointment with Jiang for me. The next day, Tang Yu goes to meet Dejin Pictures director Jiang and says, I came to talk to you about the copyright novel today, and I believe you've already started working on it. Jiang replies, we haven't copied anyone's work. Someone else is trying to copy our work. Tang Yu says, you're very confident, but since 2 novels are alike, one of them must have committed copyright infringement. By the way, I'll take legal action on this. Hearing this, Jiang is not scared at all. After this, Tang Yu calls Xin and director Lu to see him and asks them to speed up work a little. Lu Ji asks the reason, and Tang Yu says, Dejin One Thought is working very fast on 3 novels, and since the base of these 2 novels is similar, whoever works faster will benefit more. Hearing this, Xin says, I had an idea about the basic idea of this novel, and only after that did I start writing the novel. So how can someone else know about it? Luji says, first of all, think about is there anyone in your life who already knows about your work? Tang Yu says, if so, then the writer is someone around you. In the next scene, when Shin is working, she gets a call from Tong Yu who tells her, I have researched the writer of this novel. She is your college classmate, and her name is Peng. Hearing this, Shin starts to remember Sun Jae Ping. She tells Tong Yu, I have an idea, and it's a little risky. Tang Yu replies, so what? I'm here. Hearing this, Shin is happy and makes a post that says, in 3 days, I will show my manuscript to everyone in public here, which will prove that A Dream for You is original and it is my novel. Seeing this post, Huodong tells Tang Yu if she had a manuscript, why didn't she tell us earlier? Tang Yu doesn't answer him and says, by whatever means, this information must reach Jiang, and it must seem real, not fake. Huodong agrees. Just then, he gets a call from his girlfriend. Huodong starts walking away, listening to the call. Tang Yu stops him and says, you haven't even read this properly, and you need to do this by tomorrow. Huodong asks, is it possible that Shin doesn't actually have the manuscript, and you're doing this to show Jiang? Tang Yu says yes and adds, this is very risky. Then Huodong leaves satisfied. On the other side, Shin's classmate Peng goes to meet director Jiang, and he asks her, it's been 2 days. What have you decided? Peng replies, Shin doesn't have any manuscript. You should trust me. He says she said it with great confidence on the post, which means she has some proof. Peng replies, trust me, she has no proof. Jiang says, if she doesn't have the manuscript, that means you have it. Hearing this, Peng says yes. Now we see a past scene where Shin was sleeping in class. The teacher called out to her, so Shin quickly put the script under the desk. But just then, class ended. After the teacher left, as Shin was about to leave, her manuscript fell to the floor, and Peng picked it up. Now in the present scene, Jiang asks Peng to show the script to everyone. But Peng refuses, saying, I can't do this to my classmate. Jiang says, as far as I know Tang Yu, he's not going to let us off easily. He'll file a case and drag us to court, and you won't be able to get out of it. This is your moment to prove your innocence. Hearing this, Peng starts thinking. On the other side, Ding Ding is clicking photos of Shin and Huan. Just then, she finds out that Peng has posted a photo, and it is Shin's manuscript on which is written, I wrote this 5 years ago. Seeing this, Shin is very happy. Just then, Ding Ding gets a call from Tong Yu, who asks her to put the phone on speaker and asks Shin, is this script yours? Shin says yes. Tong Yu says, fine, leave the rest to me. Hearing this, all 3 of them are very happy. After this, Tong Yu and Shin call Peng to meet them at a restaurant. Peng says, aren't you afraid of what the public will say, that a copycat called the original writer? Shin replies, who is the copycat? Who knows that better than you? Peng says, I've uploaded my manuscript. Why haven't you uploaded yours to prove it? And if you copy a manuscript, you'll only embarrass yourself more. Saying this, Peng starts to leave. Shin says, I'll send the same manuscript that you showed everyone. It was my mistake to lose something so important. So thanks for keeping it safe. Hearing this, Peng says, if you upload that same script, people will think you're crazy. Tang Yu, do you still trust her? You must have figured out what kind of girl she is. Tang Yu says, I know Shin very well. Hearing this, Shin smiles and asks Peng to sit down. She gives her a paper with her signature on it. Peng keeps looking at it. Now we see a past scene where Huan is signing and she tells Shin, look, if I flip this page upside down, it makes my full name. This is my special sign. Hearing this, Shin says, make me a sign like this too, so that when I write my book, I can put this exact same sign on it. Then Huan creates a sign for her in the name of Candy Heart. Now in the present scene, Shin says, I had put this same sign on my manuscript too. If you hadn't uploaded it, I couldn't have proven myself right. And now I'll prove that the manuscript is mine. Tang Yu says, once the evidence is published, I'll file a case against them on behalf of Time Pitcher. Saying this, Tong Yu and Shin start to leave. Then Peng says sorry to Shin and asks her not to file a case. But Tang Yu takes Shin outside. Shin asks him to hold off on the case and shares her objections about her work. Tang Yu says, I'll do exactly as you say. In the next scene, director Lu Ji and Tang Yu sign the investment contract, and the deal is done. Because of this, everyone is happy and celebrating. Just then, Lu Ji gets a call from someone who tells him that Peng has publicly apologized. Hearing this, everyone is happy. After celebrating, Shin and Tang Yu return home. Shin says goodnight and starts to leave. Tang Yu says, I solved such a big problem. Don't you think you should extend my time to 30 minutes? Shin replies, if you stay in my house, it'll disturb my work. Tang Yu asks for 25 minutes, but Shin doesn't agree. He insists a lot, and because of that, Shin gives him only 20 minutes. Hearing this, Tang Yu rushes inside her house and starts playing with the cat. Shin asks him to clean up the cat's mess. Tang Yu quickly does this, making Shin happy. The next day is a birthday party, and Tong Yu and Shin go there together. Seeing them together like this, everyone is shocked. Then Tong Yu's cousin calls him over. Shin goes to Huan, and Huan tells her, among all these girls, Tang Yu's mom has arranged a blind date for him. Hearing this, Shin looks around nervously. Just then, Tang Yu's mom introduces Tang Yu to a girl named Xia Yu. Tang Yu then takes his mom aside and tells her, the girl I like is also at the birthday party today. His mom is happy and asks, who is she? Tang Yu points towards Shin. His mom starts to go over to Shin, but Tang Yu stops her and says, it won't be good to go to Shin right now. Hearing this, his mom agrees. Meanwhile, Ding Ding is also telling Shin about Xia Yu. But just then, Tang Yu arrives, and Ding Ding and Huan quietly leave. Then Tang Yu serves food to Shin and says, you've been drinking since morning. Come on, eat something. Just then, Ding Ding comes back and says, brother, won't you serve me? Seeing this, Ding Ding's mom comes and says, Ding Ding, you can do this yourself. And she takes Ding Ding away. Then Shin says, do you really think your mom doesn't know anything? Tang Yu no Diaz. After this, the two of them go home. Tang Yu starts to go to Shin's house too, but Shin says goodnight and leaves. A little while later, Tang Yu changes clothes and knocks on Shin's door. Shin asks him, what are you doing here? Tang Yu says, you remember we had a deal that you'd give me 30 minutes every day? Saying this, he comes inside and starts petting the cat. Shin's mood is a little off, and Tang Yu asks her, are you jealous? Shin doesn't answer. Tang Yu starts praising Xia Yu. Hearing this, Shin says, oh, she's suitable for you then. Tang Yu then tells her, my mom didn't know before that I like you, but now I've told her everything. Hearing this, Shin says, so that's why your mom kept looking at me at the party. The next day, Shin's mom and dad tell her, we're coming to your house on today's flight. Hearing this, she is shocked. She then brings them to her house. Her mom and dad aren't listening to her at all. Then Shin takes them inside. Her mom asks, who is your neighbor? A girl or a boy? Shin tells her, he is a boy. Shin's mom is about to say something more, but Shin's dad calls her away. Shin messages Tang Yu, don't come here for a few days. My mom and dad are at my house. Tang Yu replies, that's great. This way I'll also get to meet your mom and dad. After this, Tang Yu returns from a trip. Just then, Shin's mom and dad are also returning from the market. Tang Yu greets them both, but just then, Shin arrives and takes her mom and dad inside, where her dad says, isn't this the guy who broke your heart? Shin says yes. Her dad says, I'll teach him a lesson right now. Shin refuses and says, we've explained everything to each other. So her mom and dad ask her to go on a blind date. Shin agrees to this. In the next scene, Shin is on her way to the date. Just then, she gets a call from director Lu Ji asking her to come to the company quickly. Shin quickly goes there and the three of them are having a meeting. Just then, Tang Yu also arrives because he had found out that Shin was going on a blind date. Tang Yu says, you all discuss. I'll give you my opinion. Hearing this, Shin says, an investor's opinion is not necessary. Hearing this, Tang Yu says, fine. You all continue your meeting. I'll step outside. Saying this, he leaves. After the meeting, as Shin is about to leave, a guy is standing outside with flowers for her. Shin asks him, are you Lin? He says, yes. It is the same guy Shin was supposed to meet on the blind date. Shin apologizes to Lin for not coming on the date. Lin says, no problem. In the next scene, Tang Yu and Gao go to a mall because they found out that Shin came to this same mall with Lin. They search the entire mall for them. Just then, they are both having food inside. But Tang Yu and Gao are stopped from entering because all the seats are full. So they both sit outside and wait. Then Shin and Lin finish eating and go to buy movie tickets. Gao and Tang Yu are secretly watching them. When Shin looks behind her, Tang Yu quickly hides with Gao. He asks Gao to go and get a mask and sunglasses. Then, wearing masks and sunglasses, they both ask the staff, a guy and a girl just bought tickets here. Which movie did they buy tickets for? The staff replies, sorry, we don't share personal information. Hearing this, they walk away. Just then, a staff member calls her manager and says, I just saw Mr. Tang Yu here. Maybe he came for an inspection. Hearing this news, the staff at the mall gets panicked. Just then, Shin overhears two staff members talking, and from this she realizes that Tang Yu is right there. Hearing this, Shin tells Lin, I need to take a call. Lin agrees and Shin steps aside, where Tang Yu and Gao are standing. Seeing Shin, they quickly sit down on a massage chair. Shin calls Tang Yu and tells him, I know you're here. Tang Yu replies, I just wanted to see if your blind date is more handsome than me. Shin calls him crazy. Tang Yu says, yes, I'm crazy in love with you. Shin hangs up and goes with Lin. Tang Yu and Gao also go to the theater. But the manager and other staff are also searching for Tang Yu. They arrive and say, Mr. Tang, you should have informed us. We would have come to pick you up. Then the manager asks Tang Yu to join the monthly meeting. Hearing this, Tang Yu tells Gao, you find them while I'm in the meeting. After the meeting, they all come back, but the movie tickets are sold out. On the other side, after Shin finishes watching the movie, she is walking with Lin. Tang Yu is also on his way back thinking about Shin. Did she really fall in love with Lin? Now I have only one thing left to do. After this, when Shin is in the elevator, Tang Yu also comes in and starts kissing Shin. Shin pushes him away, but Tang Yu forcefully kisses her. After kissing her, he says, why are you doing this to me? Was it because I refused to be your producer? Or because I tried to win over Minju? Or because I rejected you? Shin replies, you're very good at talking. If you do something like that again, I'll hit you hard. Hearing this, Tang Yu says, if hitting me makes you feel better, then you can hit me. Saying this, he grabs Shin's hand and starts hitting himself. Shin pulls her hand back. Seeing this, Tang Yu says, you can't give me pain. Then he stretches his hand forward and asks Shin to bite him. Shin bites his hand very hard, causing him pain, but he tells Shin, that felt good. Then Shin walks away. The next day, Tang Yu is in the office and asks Gao to work on a file. When Gao takes the file from his hand, his gaze falls on the bite mark. He is shocked. Tang Yu looks at him and Gao says, please put a bandage on it. Your meeting is now. Hearing this, Tang Yu says, let's go. Saying this, Tang Yu goes to the meeting without putting on any bandage. While signing a file in the meeting, a shareholder also notices Tang Yu's hand. He is shocked. Because of this, everyone sees the bite mark on Tang Yu's hand and is shocked. And the news spreads through the entire company that Tang Yu has a girlfriend. On the other side, Shin is in a meeting with director Lu Ji and Mr. Feng. Just then, Tang Yu arrives with flowers. Lu Ji says, we'll have to keep a chair for Mr. Tang Yu too, since he brings flowers every day. Tang Yu replies, there's no need for that. Please start the meeting. Then Lu Ji asks them to write some character names and their personalities. While looking at Tang Yu, Shin writes about Lin and his personality very well. Seeing this, Tang Yu is jealous. He then writes a character with the name Xia Yu and writes the last point of her personality. She never brings the past into the future. Seeing this, Shin is also jealous, but she says, I like this character. Seeing this, Lu Ji is laughing at them. Just then, they are called for lunch. Mr. Feng and Lu Ji stand up to leave. Tang Yu stands up and starts erasing Lin's name and saying things about him. Shin sees him doing this and asks, why did you erase that? Tang Yu replies, I'm taking my character back. Shin says, I'm talking about Lin. Tang Yu says, oh, if you want it, take it. Saying this, he raises his hand. Shin reaches to take it from Tang Yu's hand. Just then, she sees the bite mark and says, did it hurt a lot? Tang Yu denies it, and then Shin bites him again. Like this, Tang Yu is slowly shifting his things to Shin's place, bit by bit, so he can look after her. After this, Shin is leaving the company. Just then, Lin is standing outside to pick her up. Right there, Tang Yu has also come to pick Shin up, but he sees Shin sitting in the car with Lin, and it doesn't feel good. Lin takes Shin to a restaurant, where she gets a call from Tang Yu. She answers it and asks, why did you call me? Tang Yu asks, who did you go to dinner with? Hearing this, Shin replies, why should I tell you? Saying this, she cuts the call. Lin asks her, is this your boyfriend? Shin says yes and tells him everything. Then Lin says, it's okay, we're friends. And by the way, I failed on the first try. Shin says, you've only just started. After the restaurant, Lin drops Shin home. Just then, Tang Yu also comes and shakes hands with Lin and shows him the bite mark on his hand. Seeing this, Lin quickly lets go of the hand. Tang Yu takes Shin inside and asks her, do you really like Lin? Shin replies, he knows I like you, but I don't want to be with you anymore. Yes, at that time, I liked you a lot. Even when you said no, I didn't feel bad. But after you rejected me, I never tried to change your mind. So now you should understand my feelings. Hearing this, Tang Yu says, Shin, you know how special you are to me. I couldn't realize it before. And the Tang Yu who rejected you, if I could, I would beat that version of myself. But if you had waited a few more days, I would have proposed to you. But we can fix everything now. No one has to change. Stay just as you are. I love you very much. I want to make you mine. Hearing this, Shin feels good and starts crying. Tang Yu says, by the way, I didn't wait for my 30 minutes today. Hearing this, Shin laughs and asks him to come inside. She starts working, and Tang Yu pets the cats. After 30 minutes, Shin notices, and since no sound came today, she goes outside. Tang Yu says, I'm leaving, and time passed so fast. Then he asks Shin to extend the time. Shin extends it by 1 minute. He says, isn't that a bit too little? Shin replies, fine, well, let's keep it at 30 minutes then. Tang Yu starts to leave. Shin opens the door for him. Tang Yu says, by the way, 1 minute wouldn't have been enough for a kiss either. Shin laughs and asks him to leave. The next day, Shin is on her way to Juan's store talking to her and tells her, Tang Yu said that if you had waited a few more days, I would have proposed to you. Hearing this, Juan says, oh, hearing that, my respect for Tang Yu has grown even more. Just then, two men with a woman come loudly to Huan's shop. Shin overhears this and quickly goes to Huan's shop, where the man holds out a shirt to Huan and says, "The quality of this is not good. Give us our money back." Huan replies, "You copied my shirt, so I'm not giving it back." Hearing this, the men start destroying Huan's shop. Huan and Shin try to stop them, but the men start hitting them. Shin gets hurt on her hand. The man is about to slap her. Twice when Tang Yu arrives. He beats the men up and then hugs Shin. Shin, crying, hugs him back. Seeing this, Tang Yu tells Gao, "Call the police and get them arrested." Tang Yu takes Shin away. Seeing this, Shin feels good and rests her head on his shoulder. After this, Tang Yu takes Shin to the hospital. Shin is feeling a bit low, so Tang Yu talks to the doctor about it. The doctor asks her to get a drip. Tang Yu starts looking at Shin's hand. Shin asks him, "How did you get there?" He tells her, "I had called you and Huan had picked up. She was the one who told me to come." The whole night, Tang Yu takes very good care of Shin. The next morning, Tang Yu brings Shin back home. Ding Ding and Huan come to visit her. A little while later, Huodong and director Lu also come and ask Shin to rest for a few weeks. Hearing this, Ding Ding is happy and says, "Now we'll party." But Shin refuses and says, "I'll still write the script." After this, Lu Ji steps outside. Ding Ding follows him and asks, "Do you like Shin?" Lu Ji asks, "Who told you that?" Ding Ding says, "No one. I guessed it myself. By the way, don't come between my brother and Shin." Lu Ji replies, "My feelings for Shin are different from your brother's." Saying this, Lu Ji gets in his car. Just then, Huan is also leaving. Huodong says, "I'll drop you home." Huan agrees and gets in the car with him. In the car, Huodong gives Huan good advice about the store. That night, Tong Yu is feeding Shin fruit. Shin tells him, "I'm writing the scene right now where the main leads say goodbye to each other. So I need to feel this experience, so I can write everything properly." Tang Yu replies, "Rest now. We'll find a solution together." In the next scene, Tang Yu takes Shin to the hospital and points to a couple saying, "This is Miss Chu. I met her during my training. She has cancer." He then says, "The doctor has said her cancer is in the last stage. She could pass away any time." Just then, Miss Chu tells her husband, "Before I die, can I click a photo with you so we can have good memories?" Hearing this, her husband is very sad. Seeing this, Jin also gets emotional and tells Tang Yu, "I want to do something for them." Tang Yu replies, "Leave that to me." Tang Yu brings wedding dresses for Miss Yu and her husband and then has their photo taken. Seeing this, Shin is very happy. On the way back, Tang Yu says, "Maybe now you won't have any problem writing the scene." Hearing this, Shin says, "After meeting you today, I realized your thinking is quite different, and from now on, I'll also go with you for training in the future." Tang Yu agrees to the deal. That night, Ding Ding is at Shin's place and asks her, "Why aren't you asking why I'm sad?" Shin replies, "You must have seen Huodong with some girl again, and that's why your heart is broken." Ding Ding asks her to be quiet and then asks, "My brother has no faults, so why do you ignore him?" Shin tells her, "When he rejected me and said that we both are not suitable for each other, that meant he didn't like me at all, but then I gave up my grace and kissed him, and he couldn't do anything. If he had stopped me, I would never have left that company." Ding Ding asks her, "But why did you kiss him?" Shin says, "I thought if I kissed him, I'd have no regrets." Hearing this, Ding Ding starts thinking. The next day, Ding Ding goes to the company and goes to Huodong's office. She's about to kiss him directly, but she doesn't have the courage and she leaves without kissing him. Seeing this, Huodong is shocked. In the next scene, Ding Ding has an interview. She gets ready. When she sees director Lu Ji, he keeps looking at her because she is looking very pretty. Then Shin asks both of them to come for the interview. After the interview, Ding Ding starts practicing a scene. Director Lu helps her with it. The scene's dialogue was, "I love you." But looking at Lu Ji, Ding Ding can't say the line. Director Lu asks her to say, "I like you" instead. Hearing this, Ding Ding does the scene very well, which director Lu likes a lot. He praises Ding Ding. Hearing this, Ding Ding is happy and starts shaking the director while holding him, then steps back. In the next scene, it's Shin's birthday party. She invites all her friends, and they all come. But Tang Yu hasn't arrived yet. Shin waits for him a lot and steps outside. Just then, Tang Yu sends her a happy birthday message. Seeing this, Shin thinks to herself, "I don't need a message, I need you." Just then, the elevator opens, and Tang Yu and Huodong are in it. Shin asks them, "Weren't you going to the Time Picture Festival?" Huodong replies, "There's still 1 hour left, so we came here." Hearing this, Shin is happy. Huodong leaves them alone. Tang Yu puts his jacket on Shin and takes her to his car. They both cut the cake together. Shin looks very happy. Just then, Huodong comes and tells them, "It's time for the flight." Hearing this, Tang Yu says goodbye to Shin. Shin is sad, but as Tang Yu leaves, he hugs Shin. Because of this, Shin is happy. In the next scene, Shin, Tang Yu, director Lu, and their team go to an island for a film shoot. A team member there is clicking photos, but he suddenly falls into the water. Tang Yu and everyone else look for him, but they can't find him anywhere. When Tang Yu spots the members' shoes in the water, he quickly jumps into the water. Seeing this, Shin quickly goes to director Lu and Gao and tells them Tang Yu jumped into the water. Hearing this, Gao is shocked and starts calling out to Tang Yu. He then tells Shin something happened with Tang Yu a few years ago, that's why he doesn't swim. And besides, the waves are very strong. Hearing this, Shin is very scared. Director Lu and Gao rush away. A little while later, Tang Yu comes out of the water carrying the man and lies down right there. Seeing this, Shin quickly hugs Tang Yu. Tang Yu is very happy and says, "I'm okay." Shin says, "You will never leave me." Tang Yu replies, "No, I'll always be with you." Saying this, they both start kissing each other. That night, Shin goes to Tang Yu's room and gives him water. Tang Yu refuses the water and asks for a drink, but Shin doesn't give it to him. Tang Yu says, "My whole body is in pain." Shin says, "Okay, show me where it hurts." Saying this, she starts touching Tang Yu's body. Tang Yu makes her lie down on the bed, and they both start kissing each other. Just then, Director Lu knocks on the door. After opening the door, Tang Yu and the director sit quietly. Then Shin comes and asks, "Did you need something?" Director Lu says, "I came to inform you that tomorrow's a day off." Shin replies, "I know, I had already messaged in the group." The director says, "Sorry, I didn't see the message." Tang Yu tells him, "I'm tired too." The director says, "Who asked about you?" Tang Yu replies, "Thank you, Director Lu. I know you came here just to see me." Director Lu denies it, even though he really had come to see Tang Yu. After Director Lu leaves, Tang Yu asks Shin, "We're free tomorrow. Why don't we go out?" Shin agrees. The next day, the two of them go out and enjoy themselves a lot and clicking photos. Then they go to an amusement park and also have dinner together. After this, they sit by the river. Shin says, "I never thought I'd come to a lover's bay and enjoy it with you." Tang Yu replies, "Yes, this is quite a beautiful place. If I'd brought you here for confession, you would have forgiven all my mistakes." Shin says, "Did you really want to confess to me here?" Tang Yu says yes, and Shin replies, "Then confess to me here right now." Tang Yu stands up and asks Shin, "Will you be my girlfriend?" Shin says yes, and Tang Yu hugs her. In the next scene, it's Ding Ding's first scene on set, and she's having trouble doing it properly. Director Lu is angry, but he controls himself. Even after 45 takes, Ding Ding can't do it well. She goes off to cry. Shin is trying to console her, but Tang Yu comes and starts insulting her. Shin asks him to explain things lovingly, but Tang Yu asks her to be quiet and insults Ding Ding quite badly. Seeing this, Shin pulls Tang Yu aside, and in this process, the two of them have an argument. After resting for a little while, when Ding Ding tries the scene again, this time it is very good. Director Lu also praises her, but after the scene is shot, Shin is ignoring Tang Yu. Just then, the movie's hero comes and asks Shin for help. Shin starts helping him. Seeing this, Tang Yu is jealous. He goes to Shin and asks her, "What were you doing with that guy?" Shin replies, "We were discussing the script." Hearing this, Tang Yu holds Shin's hand and says, "Discuss the script with me too." Shin says, "Oh, what, were you also jealous of that guy?" Tang Yu nods, and then he apologizes for his behavior. The next day, Tang Yu's mom and dad come to the set and meet Director Lu and Shin. Shin is a little nervous in front of them. That night, Shin is on the phone with Juan asking, "How should I talk in front of Tang Yu's parents so that I make a good impression?" Just then, there is a knock on the door. As Shin goes and opens the door, Tang Yu's mom is standing there. Seeing her, Shin is quite nervous. Juan leaves her alone. Shin is scared, but Tang Yu's mom sits Shin down next to her and asks about Tang Yu. Shin says, "Tang Yu is a very good person." Hearing this, Tang Yu's mom starts telling Shin about Tang Yu and shows her photos from his childhood. Seeing them, Shin laughs a lot. She asks Tang Yu's mom for those photos, and because of this, they become very good friends. The next day on set, Shin looks a bit tired. Tang Yu comes over and asks her, "Didn't you sleep last night?" Shin replies, "No, because I saw photos of a very cute baby. There were more than 1,000 of them, so it took me all night." Tang Yu asks, "Do you like babies a lot?" Shin replies, "Yes, and that baby was you. At age 4, you were still peeing in the bed." Hearing this, Tang Yu is embarrassed, and Shin starts teasing him. In the next scene, it's the flying scene of Ding Ding's shoot. She is very scared, but she manages to do the scene well. After the last take, as she is being brought down, the rope breaks and Ding Ding starts to fall, but she grabs hold of the wall. Seeing this, Director Lu is very scared and rushes toward Ding Ding. In this commotion, Lu Ji also hurts his hand. Ding Ding can no longer hold on, so she starts crying. Lu Ji says through a walkie-talkie, "Ding Ding, you are a very strong girl. You can do this." Ding Ding, crying, says, "I can't do this. I'm going to die, but I don't want to die right now." Then Lu Ji arrives and saves Ding Ding. Seeing this, Ding Ding, crying, hugs Lu Ji. Lu Ji was also very scared, so he wipes Ding Ding's tears and hugs her back. That night, Ding Ding brings food to Lu Ji's room to thank him and thanks him for saving her life. Lu Ji is happy about this. The next day, Huodong comes to the set brought with pizza for them. Huodong starts serving pizza to Ding Ding, but Luji hands her a pizza first, so Ding Ding takes Luji's pizza. Seeing this, Huodong feels quite awkward. After this, Ding Ding gives Huodong some candy and says, "I'm also taking candy for Luji." Saying this, Ding Ding quickly goes to Luji's room and gives him the candy. Luji says, "I'll have to go back to the doctor. Maybe I'll get diabetes." Hearing this, Ding Ding pulls the candy back and says, "Fine, I'll bring something else, like lemons or black coffee, to balance the sweetness." Hearing this, Luji takes the candy back. Being so close to each other, they are both a little nervous. So Ding Ding says goodnight and starts to leave, but they both change direction and then realize and go their separate ways. On the other side, Shin sneaks into Tang Yu's room and gifts him an angry toy, saying, "This one is exactly like you." Tang Yu replies, "Oh, I'm not that bad." He picks up the toy and Shin starts taking it back. In this tug of war, they get very close. Then Tang Yu goes to take a shower. After the shower, Tang Yu comes back. Shin dries his hair. Just then, Huodong comes from outside and asks Tang Yu to have a drink, but Tang Yu doesn't open the door and asks him to go back. Huodong insists on drinking together. Tang Yu says, "If you have no work, I'll send you to Africa." Hearing this, Huodong goes back. In the next scene, it's Ding Ding's kissing scene. She was supposed to kiss the hero, but the direction isn't going right. Just then, Huodong also comes to watch the scene, but the hero's hand is hurting, so he goes to get medicine. Then Luji comes to check the direction. In this process, Ding Ding starts to fall, but Luji catches her. And in this moment, the two of them accidentally kiss. Then they look at each other. Seeing this, everyone is happy, frightened. But Huodong is very jealous. He starts to go toward them, but Shin stops him. Huodong is not stopping, so Shin says, "I'll send you to Africa." Hearing this, Huodong says, "Oh, so you were also with him at night?" Saying this, he walks away. After this, the film shoot is complete. They all enjoy the Lover's Bay and then return to China. There, Shin takes Tang Yu to her mom and dad's house. Her dad doesn't treat Tang Yu well. Just then, her mom comes in and says, "You should have told me you were coming. I didn't make lunch for this." Tang Yu apologizes. Shin's dad then asks them to play a game. Tang Yu starts playing the game with them, and Shin wins again and again. Seeing this, her dad stops playing. That night, Shin's dad cuts fruit for Tang Yu. Tang Yu first gives it all to Shin. Seeing this, her dad is very pleased. Then Shin's mom and dad tell Tang Yu, "We have no problem with your relationship with our daughter, but we love our daughter very much. So we want you to always look after her and never hurt her. I just want to know how much you love our daughter." Hearing this, Shin says, "Yes, I also want to know how much you love me." Hearing this, Tang Yu sits in front of Shin and, taking an oath, says, "I don't just like you, I can give you my life." Seeing this, Shin is happy and holds Tang Yu's hand. On the other side, Ding Ding takes Luji with her to a bar, and they both enjoy themselves there. In the next scene, Shin is at her school reunion, where her friend asks, "Why didn't your boyfriend come with you?" Juan replies, "None of our boyfriends came. Well, what would he do here?" Just then, Yang arrives, who was Shin's classmate. Shin used to like him, but Yang had left her and gone abroad. Seeing him, Juan tells Shin, "Someone's first love has arrived." Shin doesn't reply to this. Yang comes and sits next to her, and they both start talking. After the reunion, as they are all leaving, Shin's friend sees Tang Yu and says, "Is this Tang Yu, your boyfriend?" Shin quickly goes to Tang Yu. Tang Yu greets her friend. Just then, Yang arrives and asks Shin about Tang Yu. Shin says, "He is my boyfriend." Hearing this, Yang says, "You used to say we'd study together in Beijing, but I went abroad because of my family. If I hadn't gone..." Just then, Tang Yu interrupts him. "You don't deserve Shin." Yang starts to explain to Shin why he went abroad. Tang Yu says, "Whatever the reason, you left Shin." Then Tang Yu holds Shin's hand and says, "But I'm not like that. I can give up everything for Shin." Hearing this, Shin is happy. They both walk away. On the way, Tang Yu says, "You are a girl whose taste never changes, meaning you always liked handsome guys." Tang Yu then teases her and says, "Are you talking about Lin?" Hearing this, Shin says, "You say things without thinking." Shin then kisses Tang Yu and hugs him, saying, I love you." Then Tang Yu starts kissing her. Just then, fireworks go off. Seeing this, Shin and Tang Yu, happy, watch the fireworks together. The next day, Tang Yu takes Shin to meet his parents. Seeing Shin, his parents are very happy and give her a red envelope as a gift. They all sit together talking. His parents ask Shin, "When are you two getting married?" Hearing this, Shin is shocked. Tang Yu says, "We haven't thought about it yet." Then Tang Yu and his dad go to make food. Tang Yu's mom takes Shin for a drink. After this, Shin gets quite drunk, so Tang Yu takes her home. Shin asks for water, so Tang Yu takes her to the fridge. They get very close to each other. Shin starts kissing Tang Yu, and then falls asleep right there. Tang Yu puts her to bed and kisses her on the forehead. The next day, Ding Ding goes to director Lu Ji because today they all had dinner plans. But Mr. Feng doesn't come either. Lu Ji tells this to Ding Ding. They both feel quite awkward because of this. So Ding Ding calls Shin and asks her to come quickly. Then Lu Ji starts showing Ding Ding a short movie on his laptop, which he had made at the start of his career. Just then, Lu Ji gets a call. He asks Ding Ding to keep watching the video and leaves. While Ding Ding is watching the video, the shooting video appears. Seeing this, Ding Ding is shocked and quickly tries to remove the video, but the computer freezes. Just then, Lu Ji comes back and says, Tang Yu and Shin aren't coming. They're asking us to spend time alone. You understand, right? Ding Ding doesn't answer. He then says, if you want to delete this video, go ahead. Or, can I keep it with me? Ding Ding replies, I can keep this video. Hearing this, Lu Ji moves close to kiss her, but he can't do it. Seeing this, Ding Ding says, are we dating? Lu Ji says yes, and Ding Ding immediately kisses him. In the next scene, Tong Yu is sitting with Huan and Huodong, looking at wedding rings. Huan asks him Shin's finger size, but Tang Yu doesn't know. That night, Tang Yu sits next to Shin and holds her hand to measure her finger size. But Shin changes the position of her hand. Tang Yu succeeds in getting the size, but Shin asks him, what's in your hand? Tang Yu changes the subject by starting to kiss her. On the other side, Huodong tells Huan, the weather is very nice today. Let's go have coffee. Huan agrees, and they both go to a coffee shop where Huodong gives her coffee. Huan is looking at some dresses. Huodong starts giving her suggestions. Huan likes his idea, but she doesn't let on and says, keep your ideas to yourself. Hearing this, Huodong goes quiet and starts looking at a couple. Huan tells him, why aren't you saying anything? He replies, you're single, and I'm single too. Huan says, you have no special quality, so stay away from me. Besides, no one can be with me. Huodong replies, I have one quality. I have a lot of patience. Hearing this, Huan says, all right, I want to see if you actually have that quality. In the next scene, the movie they made is released, and it's a massive hit. So after a press conference, as Ding Ding and Lu Ji are leaving, Ding Ding holds his hand and kisses him. Lu Ji says, your movie just released and someone might see you. Ding Ding replies, my movie hit, so I'll celebrate with my boyfriend. Hearing this, Lu Ji is happy and holds her and kisses her. That night, Ding Ding goes to Lu Ji's studio and through a live stream announces to everyone, Lu Ji and I are in a relationship. Hearing this news, everyone is very happy. On the other side, Tang Yu blindfolds Shin and takes her somewhere. When he removes the blindfold, she is very happy seeing all the preparations. Tang Yu holds her hand, and they both run toward a hot air balloon. As the hot air balloon takes off, fireworks also start, which makes Shin very happy. Then, marry me is written in the sky. Seeing this, Shin is quite surprised and looks at Tang Yu, who is down on one knee holding a ring. Tang Yu says, you waited 4 years for me. From now on, I will always love you. Saying this, Tang Yu proposes marriage to Shin. Shin says yes, and Tang Yu puts the ring on her finger. He tells her, I got this ring custom designed, so there is only one ring like this in the world, just like you are unique in this whole world. Hearing this, Shin is extremely happy, but a little emotional too. Then they both start kissing each other. The next day, Tang Yu and Shin register their marriage. They both come to the seaside to celebrate. They post their marriage certificate on social media, and the fans give them many blessings. Tang Yu and Shin are very happy and start kissing each other. That night, when Tang Yu comes back home from the company, Shin kisses him and welcomes him. She comes close to him and says, go freshen up. We'll have dinner together. Hearing this, Tang Yu comes close to her and starts kissing her. Then romance begins between them. After this, to celebrate Tang Yu and Shin's wedding, Huan, Huodong, Ding Ding, and Lu Ji come to their house, where they are all enjoying themselves. Huodong says, there are couples everywhere. Being around you all makes me feel very bad. After a little while, Tang Yu asks everyone to leave. After everyone leaves, Shin asks him, why did you ask everyone to leave so soon? Tang Yu replies, because I want to spend as much time with you as possible. On the other side, as Lu Ji and Ding Ding are leaving, Lu Ji tells her, I want to spend my life with you. Hearing this, Ding Ding asks, do you want to get married? Lu Ji replies, whenever you're ready, we'll get married. Hearing this, Ding Ding kisses him, and they both hug each other. On the other side, Huodong takes Huan to the company. Huan asks, why are you bringing me here at this hour? Huodong replies, I want to discuss the next movie's costume project with you. They both start going up when the power goes out. Huodong says, the files are on the computer. We can discuss it tomorrow. Hearing this, Huan says, let's discuss it tomorrow then. She starts to leave. Huodong says, because of the power outage, the outside doors won't open. He then takes Hoan to his office, and they both start drinking. Hoan says, "But you said you quit drinking." He replies, "I only drink with special people." Hearing this, Hoan says, "Am I special to you, or is there some other reason?" Hwodong gives no answer and just keeps looking at her. Then Hoan starts to smile. Seeing this, Hwodong is pleased. They both stand and look outside together. Looking at them, it seemed like the two of them would become a couple in the future. The next day, Shin comes out ready for the wedding shoot. Tang Yu keeps looking at her and then goes to her and says, "If you hadn't waited 4 years for me, I would have lost you today." Shin replies, "If not this way, we would have met another way, because I was written into your life." Hearing this, Tang Yu hugs Shin. They both do the wedding shoot. After the shoot, Shin asks Tang Yu, "If you knew you were going to love me this much, would you have fallen in love with me at first sight?" Tang Yu says yes, and they both start kissing each other. And here, our